So I'm Sandro Tchikovani, go by the name Misk1, formerly trained as a graffiti artist in the streets of San Francisco. Currently I'm doing a lot of kind of commissions, some graphic work. I like to think I'm kind of like an artist designer, and my genre and my media is pretty much anything that's versatile to expressing my graffiti stuff. I really enjoy cross-meshing, but I like doing both. I like having the kind of core aesthetic drawn out in pencil, and definitely really working into it as a technique of really articulating the sketch and kind of developing it, maybe even tracing it into layers, and kind of working into it. Currently, I've been really working on this new production, which is called Connected. And I guess where it stems from is definitely kind of just a cross-mesh of graphic design, technology, and my art. Personally, I feel like I'm taking this graffiti aesthetic that I have now and I'm trying to show it in my own way. And I'm trying to do it by doing screen prints, working with wood veneers, different kind of colors of, it's different kinds of grains of wood. This is walnut. Walnut's been kind of an interesting species to work with. And then the graphic is kind of like this vectorized grayscale that's basically using lines to kind of depict the shape and the form. And then and the whole piece is done screen prints. And then I do a lot of clear coats and varnishes. And this is now I've also met this guy, George. He basically is into doing all his furniture finishing stuff. And that's added a new technique and a new finish to the pieces. And it's also allowed me to give me another media to express myself.
Like this? Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the whole piece is created of four door panels that are created of a material called Trupan. It's a lightweight material that comes actually from Chile. It's a lightweight MDF. It actually weighs 80% of what its equivalent would be in plywood. Through this piece, I wanted to articulate the word connected, which is going to be done in my graffiti style. And then I wanted to connect it from my pencil drawing to the computer to applying it using a technology, which is pretty much the CNC machine. When I was, working on the computer, it was always something kind of interesting that you could finally achieve transparencies, in Photoshop or in Illustrator and all these other programs. And then now to see, my thing was trying to mimic it in a human way, not just in not just the computer being able to push a couple coordinates and bam, you have 10% black. It's this is actually, doing it in a human way, fully hands-on, controlling every step of the way. And it's like having a recipe. If one thing's wrong, everything goes wrong. So I'm going to do the stain first over the whole thing. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to cut some frisket out. And I'm going to paint the inside all black afterwards. One shot. Graffiti for me, or art for me, has been kind of like gather your materials, re-articulate them, kind of play with them, and then pretty much execute. But instead of the model box that just came out and was just handed to you, you had to go out and get the wood. You had to go out and cut the pieces. You had to go out and get the glue. You had to go out and get the paint. And nobody told you to do it. You basically had to say, I want that color, I want that finish, I want that I want that and I want it there, I want it there, I want it there. honestly, it's like you're like an art scientist in a lot of times, because especially when you're mixing technology, you're mixing chemicals, you're mixing machinery, you're mixing circuitry, programming, any number of different factors. And at the end of the day, because of the temperature in the air and the chemical that you used and the amount of humidity and the this and the that, you're gonna get a different result no matter what. And I think really art is just like cooking. It's like, it's the little spices, it's the little touches, it's the little things that really bring it all together.